On the instant feedback, Chris from Boston. Hey, Ope, speaking of PSAs in the Herald this morning, some guy threw scalding hot coffee in a meter maid's face when she wrote a ticket for his Hummer. He double parked while he was in Starbucks, and his girlfriend was sitting in the passenger seat.
Starbucks has to be the biggest reason for parking tickets ever. I know I've gotten a few. When there's a Starbucks in Brooklyn on a 3rd, I believe, where I used to just pull up. You pull up in front of Starbucks, and the whole front of Starbucks is a bus stop. So you pull in there, you run in, and for the couple of minutes it takes you to get your cup of coffee in there, you come out, it's a $110 ticket. $110 cup of coffee. Great.
I know we probably have some fans that are, meter maids. I hate you all.
Yep. Screw them.
I think you're a bunch of losers that couldn't get into the NYPD.
Cop wannabes.
I've seen crap in my neighborhood that just makes me sick. They literally will stand at meters and wait for it to be expired so they can write up the tickets. And I've seen women with kids running down the sidewalk because they can't afford It's like what, $110 ticket now? How much is the meter?
Are ridiculous. The cheapest one you're ever going to get now is like $55.
It used to be $55 when a meter ran out, but they hiked the prices in New York big time. Bloom Effenberg.
In Manhattan, yeah, 110.
It's $110
for
a meter violation. Okay,
$110.
$110, and it's such a business. It's just a business. It has nothing to do with public safety and any of that crap. It's just all about catching people with expired meters and writing them the tickets for $110. I've seen ladies with kids running toward their car because they know it's close, and there's the guy. Stone-faced, because he's speaking of tough guys, he's such a tough guy, just writing up the ticket right in front of the lady and her kid, and she'll sit there begging, because you can tell the lady can't really afford a $110 hit.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They just look off, they nod, write the ticket, hand it to you.
I hate the meter maids.
You know what you got to do, though? Take your coffee and splash it right in her face.
Right.
You still get the ticket, but that's got to feel good. What are you thinking when you drive away and you have no coffee? And you're like, not only do I have no coffee and a $150 ticket, but now I'm going to jail.
I'm absolutely getting arrested for
I've just splashed coffee in the face of a meter maid.
All you can do, I guess, is drive around and hope you catch some Asian terrorists to kind of smooth the whole thing over. Cold Ben.
You know what? Fair is fair, though. I'm reading the story about the meter maid, okay? A hulking Boston bodyguard was arrested yesterday accused of hurling a scalding Starbucks coffee at a meter maid who slapped a ticket on his illegally parked Hummer in the Back Bay, Anthony. We've been in the Back Bay many times in Boston. Well, there you go. There's a big, huge guy that knew he could, handle the meter maid. I'm sure the meter maid is a lady. The alleged attack unfolded about 8:30 a.m. when Christy Noviello, 44, was walking her Berkeley and Boylan Streets beat and saw the black Hummer parked in a loading zone with a woman in the passenger seat. Now I might have to be on the meter maid side. I'll tell you why. I'm a nice meter maid, Noviella told the Herald yesterday in an exclusive interview. As a courtesy, and this never happens in New York. This is the difference. They don't give you any courtesy in New York because it's all about giving tickets, and I'm sure they get a percentage of the amount of money they collect, I'm assuming. No?
No.
So then why don't these meter maids give anyone a break in New York City then? I've never seen anyone get a break from a meter maid.
Piece of shit.
There's quotas, I think, right?
All right, well, that's what I thought, but Keith's saying no?
No, they don't get money from it. They don't get a kickback off of every ticket they write, but I believe there's quotas that they have to hit in order to, keep their job.
It's such a big business in New York City. I mean, in my neighborhood, there's literally a meter maid for every block of the city. It's crazy. And they just circle the block all day long just waiting for meters to expire. Anyway, this lady, the meter maid, she says, as a courtesy, I gave the lady a chance to move because, the dude's girlfriend or whatever was in the passenger seat. So as a courtesy, I gave the lady a chance to move, but she pointed at the Starbucks and refused.
Yeah, I'm all for the meter maid on this one.
I had to take it back. I assumed, here's an opportunity, ran right up there and gave a ticket, but she gave him the courtesy, like, look, I'm going to give you a ticket unless you move this Hummer.
Maybe the guy told her, bitch, you don't ever move my Humvee.
Well,
maybe she was in
coffee.
Well, she wrote up, in Boston, it's $55, Anthony. Well, this was double parking. This is a little different. And he started yelling, I don't accept this ticket.
I don't accept this.
He had a venti sized cup of black coffee. Oh man, in his hand. And Starbucks
Scalding.
Starbucks coffee's getting overly hot these days. Yep. Getting close to McDonald's hot. And he flung it right in my face.
Nice.
I went down. I was panicking. It hurt so bad I thought my face was falling off.
First and second degree burns on her face.
It was in my eyes. I was screaming. So
keep reading. He's a lovely Lebanese gentleman who owns a security firm, and you can bet she's going to sue and hopefully get her.
Lebanese guy?
Yeah.
He probably got a sweet face and everything.
He looks so cozy.
So that's what's going on in Boston today. That's one of the top stories in Boston.
That's front page.
That's front page stuff for Boston.
Front page stuff.
What about
let me see her picture.
What about the search for the terrorists up there and the dirty bomb? I thought that would still be on the front page of the Boston papers.
Old news now.
Old news?
Yeah, that was yesterday's news. How they panic everybody. Oh, there's a dirty bomb on its way up to Boston.
That's what I love about the newspapers. If you pay close attention to the front, I'm obsessed with the front pages of newspapers because it's so funny what we find important in this in this country. Boston yesterday, the whole city in a panic. Mayor Menino doing press conferences. There's a dirty bomb.
We got to find the governor didn't go to the inauguration because he had to stay in Massachusetts to make sure everybody was safe.
We got to find the Chinese nationals that are possibly in Boston with their dirty bomb or what have you.
Yeah.
And then the next day, it's about this lady that has a cup of black coffee thrown in her face.
Meter maid got a little burnt.
Don't you think if you live in Boston, you'd want the follow-up?
Uh-huh.
The follow-up was probably on page 37 or something, you know?
Nothing. That's how we are. Dirty bomb one day. Meter maid gets some coffee in her face.
There you have it. Let's go to Peter on Long Island. Peter, what's up?
You guys are getting weak. You should have made that guy repeat that story 30, 40 times for Jimmy.
Peter.
Listen, Anthony, I got 2 words for you. Kitty Genovese.
Yeah?
Remember when she was murdered in the street by somebody not calling the cops?
That's true.
Okay, one last one. Here's the reason why I called. I'm at a movie, and I'm sitting next to about an 18-year-old kid, and the entire movie, he's picking his nose and eating it with the same finger.
Ooh.
And he's sharing an armrest with me.
Oh, my God.
and I'm like, I'm a little bit germaphobe, not much, and I say to him, I'm under my breath, I'm saying, it's enough already. And he's ignoring me. It's going on for an hour and a half. And I keep saying, are you done yet? I can't believe it. Yeah. Enough already. Finally, at the end of the movie, he says to me, shut the fuck up. I said, stop picking your nose and eating. I'm ready to throw up in the movie theater.
Yeah.
You know what? I gave up on going to the movies.
An hour and a half, solid.
What finally happened?
The movie was over, but I hinted to the guy every time I looked over, he was doing that one finger, like the pinky into the mouth, the pinky into the mouth. I was a little jealous because I was hungry, but it was just too much.
Get a good one. Get a good one.
It never ended for the entire movie. And at one point, my kids thought I was going to fight the guy, but it was like, he was younger than me. I could have probably taken him. That's why I picked on him.
People are too inconsiderate in this day and age.
Anthony,
to sit within a room and watch a movie with.
Like I was about to say, I gave up going to the movies on weekends during the prime time.
Don't
anyway.
bother.
I mean, we're lucky enough we have these hours. I go see my movies Tuesday around noon. There's no one there. All the kids with their cell phones are in school.
When I watch a movie, I want it to be a nice environment like it is in my living room. Just sitting, watching a movie. And you can't do it anymore because people are just inconsiderate,
Anthony,
self-centered
what would you have done sharing an
jackasses.
armrest with him?
I wouldn't have. I would have moved. I would have gotten up and moved.
He was doing both hands. He was a switch hitter.
You know what?
Never ended.
Maybe that boy didn't have money for snacks, sir.
Should have bought him some popcorn.
That's right. Or shared yours with him.
Oh, yeah. Here, get a good handful with your booger fingers.
Thanks, Peter.
Maybe I should have given him a Purell.
All right, thanks, Peter.
Take it easy.
Good job. Peter from Long Island.
Peter.
Yeah. I was gonna
a little suggestion to the movie industry.
Yeah.
They should, these new releases, what have you. They should make them available on pay-per-view immediately.
Ooh.
And charge, maybe
movie prices?
Or double the movie prices.
Ooh.
Just as a luxury for people that just have had it with these animals in the movie theaters. And you really want to go and see some of these new releases, but you just can't sit through the crap.
I think because then you're not getting the money that you would get if 5 people are watching the movie in your house.
Yes.
That's
well, then, hike it up to, I don't know, $50.
Or ask people.
And then get a few of your friends like, hey, let's all chip in and watch whatever the latest movie is out there,
People would burn it on this DVD. And or you could just ask them, look, just please pay $7 for every person. Ask them to be honest.
The honor system.
Yeah, that'll happen.
There you go, the honor system.
Eric, what are you doing? Who's this?
Rob from Long Island. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, Golden Buns?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
No problem. Yeah, for a second it took me a while to realize this was a live show today. All I'm hearing is the same old stories. I'm hearing Opie telling a story about his rearview mirror getting knocked off. I'm hearing...
Well, I set that up by saying, this is a story that we, refer to a lot.
And it was tied into bullying.
It was tied into bullying, how we always size up the person we want to, confront and see if we can take them. That's all.
What's wrong with you?
Well,
Rob,
that's all I got, guys.
Rob, we will give you 7 cents of entertainment today. I guarantee it.
Best of. Mention one thing.
Mark?
What a dickbag. Why don't you shove it out your ass? What an idiot.
Don't make us talk about American Idol for the next hour and a half.
What are you...
Don't you make us go there.
Don't. What a complete ass.
Go ahead, Mark.
Turn it off then.
Mark?
Yeah, I just want to tell you about meter maids. I hear with the meters, but for people at Double Park, they should write them $500 tickets, never give them a chance to move the friggin' car. That's the most annoying thing. I had to drive down Comm Ave in Boston every day for work, and the whole right lane is just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when it's just the most friggin' annoying thing in the world, and I wish meter maids would write them $500 tickets and stand outside that Starbucks.
I'm with you, and they are doing a service at that point, but to sit next to a meter and wait for it to expire, and that car is really in no one's way.
Yeah, there are certain situations
I'm just saying about the double parking. We used to key cars if they were double parked, just because it was the most fucked up thing. It would just kill traffic.
There are some places you can double park and some you can't. When people double park in the right lane right at an intersection where now the people are waiting to make they're waiting to make a left turn, and now you can't get around them because someone's double parked in the right lane, they should be just dragged out on the street and like Reginald Denny and just pummeled.
Yep.
Pummeled.
Exactly. I'll punch it out.
All right, very good.
Although, yeah, I don't know if violence is the answer.
No, it is. Because he'll never do that again.
Good point.
I'm sure Reginald Denny will never stop in South Central again.
Not without his doors locked.
That's it.
Old toilet to the head Reggie. Old porcelain skull.
Oh, watch me dance after I clock you with
that
this
guy.
thing.
And they hug each other at the trial. What a disgrace.
Oh, I know. Oh.
Stupid white trucker. Got his head kicked in on TV, and then he hugs the guy.
Hugs him.
I'm sorry, my white face and head were intimidating, sir. Didn't mean to enrage you. Guilty
Excuse
idiot.
me, is this the way to, whoa, as he gets dragged out of his truck? Roll the windows up and lock the doors, my friend.
Yeah, and then just drive over everybody.
Right.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a girl.
Oh, a girl.
Sally!
Yes. Hello?
You're kidding
Yes?
I was talking to, or I was thinking about Anthony
All right,
yesterday,
wait.
his little booger boyfriend.
All right, hold on.
Hold on there, Sally.
Hold on, we got to talk amongst ourselves.
Is that short for Salvatore, maybe? Because I know how they sometimes go, hey, Sally.
When she first started talking, I thought it was a guy, but
Yeah.
now I think it's a girl.
It's definitely a girl.
Is it a girl?
Yeah,
She's
it
a
is,
girl.
but there's something going on
Something
there
weird with the voice, though,
with
no?
with the voice.
Yeah.
All right.
Deep. Maybe she's a smoker.
Yes.
Sally?
I'm a girl with a low voice, yes.
Do you smoke?
You sound like you're like a 16-year-old boy. It's like that in between. It's like, yeah, I know I'm a boy, but I'm gonna be a man soon, and the voice is starting to like get deeper.
Yeah. How many times have you called sir on the phone?
Not very often. Usually just early in the morning when it's, when you just wake up, it's real low.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now
And they
she's
hear
starting.
your whiskers rubbing on the phone?
She's starting to sound more female now.
Yeah,
Yes,
a little
more
bit.
womanly. Go ahead, Sally.
Jesus, you sound like Simon.
Now you sound like a guy.
Jesus.
Okay, the kid, how do you know for sure that he wasn't flicking the boogers and not just wiping them?
Well, because the father saw him with his hand tucked between the cushions of the couch, so...
Because I was thinking you'd have to, get a new rug, and the doorknobs and everything have little snotsies on them, too. You might have to move.
No. All the doorknobs were scrubbed with
Why are we
Lysol
still talking about
disinfectant.
the booger?
People are fascinated with the fact that there's a booger in my couch, and I now have to get rid of it. I don't know why. And no, the booger wasn't flicked. Don't get me more paranoid than I am already about kids
I'm
snot
sorry.
around the house.
Goodbye.
All right, thank you. You should just blacklight your place to see what other problems you have.
What? All right, his first miss. It's his first miss
That's
ever.
Derek's first
That
miss.
was actually a great thought, when we first started talking about it.
Right.
Well, it can only be so quick, though, in that other room there.
You know what? Yeah, if that was right on the money, timing-wise, it might have worked. Might have. Yeah. It's kind of a reach anyway. But late like that, oh, my friend, your first miss. That's okay. It's nice to see. It's nice to see he's fallible. Here you go. That's for you.
And all the other interns, because they're all so competitive, they're all happy that Derek messed up.
He messed up on that one. Thrilled. Oh, good thing.
And Derek will try to impress us Monday. He'll be coming in here in a three-piece suit to get back in our good graces.
Nathaniel was probably egging him on. Yeah, do it. It's a good thing. It's a great one.
But I don't know. The moment's kind of passed, dude. The moment's it's not past.
No, it's
still
perfect.
talking about
Trust me on this. I know comedy. Jim had me warm up for him once. Trust me on this. You'll get the credit.
Believe me, Than was egging that one on.
Oh, of course he was.
We have raised a bunch of asses around here. Everyone came in here all nice and sweet and, now
they're all competitive
and just asses. Speaking of the booger, Anthony, this booger thing has taken on a life of its own.
Yes, much like it has at my house.
And Peter wrote in.
Peter.
I'm writing this because I found it funny today how grossed out Anthony became since a booger was wiped onto his couch.
Hysterical.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Lieutenant Peter of FDNY EMS and presently assigned to the Rockaway Station. Oh, and my hours are 6 a.m. till 2, so I feel for you guys, except I live at exit 68 on the LIE, so my commute is just a little longer. Sorry about that.
Any more info this guy can get?
Wow.
I have 3 kids. I went to... All right. Anyway, allow me to share some stories with you. He laughed because you're so grossed out by the booger, right?
Yes.
I once treated a homeless guy on a Manhattan street. His legs were very necrotic.
Necrotic. That's flesh that is dying on his legs.
Thank you, Anthony. To the point we had to cover the wounds before we transport him. Reaching behind me to get my equipment while facing the patient, I felt something that did not feel like my tech bag. I looked around and noticed that I had put my thumb right through his leg. That's story 1. Another time, we were called to
a plum.
Another time, we were called to a patient on a Brooklyn street. He was backing in a 6-wheel truck. The guy slipped and fell to the ground. The truck was still moving. The rear wheels ran over the calf of one of his legs, tearing it from the leg. Nice view of the bone, muscle, etc.
I thought these aren't on my couch, so I don't care.
I'd like you to have some necrotic bum flesh on your sofa. That would really make me happy.
Oh,
rotting bum flesh.
Want to talk about the extremely fat people? How about these people? I've never heard of this. How about these people that have yeast infections all over the skin because of the amount of fat rolls?
Oh, well, any kind of pocket on your body can get yeast infection.
Really?
Yeah.
We once picked up a guy. He was complaining that there was something wrong with his thing.
Uh-oh.
When I asked him what he meant, he felt it was best to show me.
Let me just show you what's down there.
So he pulled down his pants, and his junk was green.
Green junk, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Nice.
Was it envious?
And then he just goes on to say, thanks for the great radio.
I would just put a Heineken label on it.
Actually,
or paint the rest of you green and pretend you're a frog.
Actually ends this going, Anthony, just something to think about while you're eating your banana in the morning.
Yeah, thanks. Good thing I finished it. Hey, I'm grossed out by a booger on my couch. What can I tell you?
Hey, here's another Jim Norton fan. Let's go to Dave in Manhattan. Dave, what's up?
Hey, I got a little complaint about Jimmy.
What's the complaint, Dave?
All right, so here's the deal. Jimmy, you're stand-up. You're great at it. I think you're a funny guy. So I'm not calling up questioning your ability to make people laugh.
Thank you.
You're really funny. The thing is this. You don't fit into the show, my man.
No?
What?
The show is better without you.
Really?
What?
You kill the flow.
What's that?
You just ought to lay out a little bit, Jimmy.
Hold on. As soon as the sound clip is done, we'll let you finish. What's that, buddy? Go ahead.
All right, so I'm not questioning your ability to make people laugh. You're just not a radio guy. You don't fit into the show.
I think I fit in rather
Are
nicely.
you insane?
I'm not.
Do you listen to this show?
All the time.
Yeah?
I was listening to the
know,
best of weeks ago.
A lot of people really like Jimmy.
Everyone
has their-
Jimmy. I just don't. I think the show is better without him.
Everyone,
Well, you know what, dude? This is the beauty of it. There's a part of me that's kind of glad you're calling because now you're stuck with it. I'm not going anywhere.
No, listen.
Right.
Let me finish.
Oh, sure.
So hopefully there is a part of me that does hope that I ruin the show for you because every time you just start to enjoy their voices, I pipe in and spoil the whole thing for you. I'm not moving, bro.
Yeah, no, listen, I don't want you to move. I just wish you'd lay out a little bit, Jimmy.
Lay out. There is nobody that could sit here on this program, no guest we've ever had, that can chime in during a conversation and make me laugh my ass off at whatever comes out of his disgusting mouth.
No.
You make no sense.
And wait, this guy's called before.
You mean nobody?
And what he's trying to do...
I've never
guest.
actually called before.
Oh,
This is my
guest.
first time.
What you're trying to do is this. You're trying to set me up by being like, no, dude, I'm not trying to quit. You're just trying to take another angle at it. It's not going to work, dude.
Right.
I'm going to keep spoiling the show for
you.
you.
Don't have any range. The other day, you're talking about the village. Every 3 seconds, you're using the word atrocious. You have no range whatsoever.
Whoa,
You
no
have nothing more to say
range.
about that,
Range.
that
Hold on.
movie other than
Dave,
it was atrocious.
Saying the word,
Go back
yes.
and listen to the tape.
It was an atrocious film. I'm not going to go into
Dave.
it, look for a thesaurus just to make you happy because you probably thought The Village was brilliant and you thought the twist was
I
really,
never
like,
saw it.
cool.
Dave, here's the deal. The whole village discussion was really, really good. So you just came up with a really bad example.
Yes.
If you're going to try to smash them.
Oh, well, Jimmy used a word a little too much for his
I
liking.
really enjoyed the
You
whole
have
village
no reason,
discussion.
dude. You're not. I use the word atrocious too much, and I don't jump in too much, and that's just not accurate.
All right.
You should throw
Well, let him finish. Don't
expialidocious
cut him
in
off.
there.
Don't cut him off.
No, we're thanks, Dave.
I just hope you lay
All
out a
right,
little
we
bit
got
more,
you.
No, I'm going to keep talking, and I'm not going anywhere. So
No, I think
sorry.
this is the best chemistry we've had on this radio program.
Of course.
And everyone out there has their faves. I know there's a lot of people that hate me, some people that hate Norton.
Oh, there's a lot.
No one hates Anthony because
one
he's
hates
perfect.
I try so hard to be likable by
I know you
by
do.
everybody.
You try a little too hard sometimes.
I just didn't
too
like.
hard.
He didn't like him. He didn't really like him with the last call. I didn't like his passive aggressive behavior. I don't like passive aggressive.
What can I say?
Anthony keeps everyone in the fold. Doesn't want.
I keep all my options open.
You really do.
Now I'm going to step on you guys on purpose. I
I'm a
apologize.
Snaky little worm.
I really want to spoil the show for this guy.
Good.
Anthony's just perfect.
That's right. I'm
He's atrocious.
Everyone enjoys Anthony.
I got a point.
Anthony.